Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 28 of my Minecraft Let's Play. Starting in the pirate area today because I need to go to the nether. I've decided that today would be a very good day for us to do a little bit of wither skull gathering. So that's what I'm going to start off the episode with. I'm going to do something that is probably very stupid. I'm going to attempt to use my elytra in the nether. I've never done this before. Oh my gosh, the ceiling. Whoa! Oh my goodness. Wait, it's beautiful. That was very fun. I'm gonna put my chest plate back on now. I'm stressed. Okay. This fortress should be quite a lot more useful for hunting the wither skeletons, so I'm gonna spend some time here now letting them spawn. Ouch. Gosh, these guys hurt. Please have mercy. Let me live. There was fire. There was wither. That was very close. That was very near death. And you didn't even drop a head. Rude, to be honest. Not much luck in the withers. Oh! I was gonna say we weren't having any luck, but it turns out all I had to do was say it. Cool. So now we only need one more skull. Basically all I've done with this fortress is make it really easy for me to just run back and forth. So every time I run this way, stuff spawns in here, and every time I run that way, stuff spawns over here. It's kind of foolproof. Oh gosh, 4 at once? Excuse me, no, this is not how I want to die. This wasn't how I wanted to die. Oh gosh, my shield is broken. Is this how I die? I have half a heart. It is! That's a cool way to die. I'll take that. Oh, that's kind of unfortunate though. I had a wither skeleton on me. Okay, respawn time. Oh my gosh, how well prepared was I for a death? Let's see. Oh my goodness. The main thing that I've lost that is really a concern to me is my elytra, so I need to go back and fetch that. But before I do, I need to make sure I'm well prepared because I flew, which means this time I have to walk to my spot of death, and the chunks aren't loaded right now, so I don't have to worry about my items despawning. I have so much random good armor. Why do I even have this? What? Okay, cool. I would actually say I'm reasonably well prepared for a death. If I had to replace every bit of armor I own right now, I could replace it in diamond. I can't replace it in netherite though, so it's really important that I get back in that nether. Basically, as soon as I enter this nether and those chunks load, I have a 5-minute timer to get to my stuff before it despawns. I'm stressed. Let's go. Fortunately for me, these tunnels make it very safe for me to get to point A to point B. Waddles, can you believe it? I've died in the nether. The most horrific death has happened to me. I really need your help getting back. I cannot believe I have gone and died in the nether to wither skeletons. I suppose I was being a bit reckless. I didn't have my netherite chestplate on and I wasn't using potions. So, mostly my fault. I was getting a little too confident. Okay, now is not the time to get lost. Now is absolutely not the time to get lost. Can't afford another death, so I am going to take some fire resistance before entering. Okay, here we are. We're back. Oh my gosh, I'm so stressed. Please give me my stuff. I think it was this hallway they were chasing me down. Oh, I hope there wasn't lava. My stuff! Yes! Are the skeletons that killed me still here? Oh my gosh, okay. Let me chuck out a whole bunch of the junk. Wow, okay. Okay, all things considered, I think I handled that quite well. Not the first death I was expecting though. Okay, tell me, by the way, did any of you get it right? At the beginning of the series, I asked for you to tell me how you thought I was going to die. How'd you do? Did you get it right? Oh boy, you guys hit like trucks as well and I want nothing to do with it. No, get out of here. Mission accomplished. I have successfully collected enough wither skeleton skulls to complete an entire wither. So we can do the boss fight now. I do have just one problem though. I keep losing things. And I don't know why, but I cannot find my shield. And I've noted that I couldn't find my shield a long time ago, you know, the fancy colored one I had. Don't know where that is. I haven't seen it since we built the tower. And it's not in any of the chests that I know to check. Like, that's not it. It had a color. And I've also realized I lost my dragon's breath. So, naturally, as you do when you're a YouTuber, I asked all of you where you thought it was. And in my Discord server, you had some amazing suggestions. So I'm going on a little bit of a witch hunt now to find my dragon's breath. I don't know how this keeps happening to me because my world is fairly small, right? Like it's not a massive world. We just have a little village. And our storage centers are very centralized and easy to get to and well organized. I don't know why I keep losing things. I am very honored to have such an amazing community that helps me find all of the things that I inevitably lose all the time. First suggestion from my Discord server was that it might be in here, which fair suggestion. Actually, I haven't been by here in a while, but no, unfortunately, no lost items. So we continue on. I'm pretty sure there's a chest in the end. Why is there so many Endermen? I'm pretty sure there's a chest up here. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. There is! Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, no shield, but very successful dragon's breath. I found it. If anybody has seen my shield recently or can remember, please leave some suggestions on where I should look for it because I've looked about everywhere. It's not in my ender chest. It's not in any of the storage rooms. And I can't think where it would be. It's not in the enchantment room. It's not in the stables. It's not in the mines. I don't know. I do not know. Maybe it broke. Whatever. I needed to acquire this dragon's breath for a very specific reason. We are about to take on a boss, and I want a special type of arrow that you can get with this dragon's breath. Let's head over to the witch's hut. And of course, I have been brewing up some strength because I'll definitely need that. Now, the Wither is an undead mob. When you want to do extra damage to undead mobs, you should use, what is it, Luna? Health. Yes, you should use health. It's very backwards, but it works. I'm going to use some dragon's breath on these splash potions, and this should, in theory, turn them into lingering potions. And we can use these lingering potions in a crafting table to craft some arrows. There we go, an arrow of healing. Don't worry, these won't actually heal. And now, I'm leaving my dragon's breath right here. Somebody remember that for me, please. I cannot be trusted. Oh, and I think I'll leave some of my extra potions here too. So I have some strengths, an instant health for myself, a regeneration for myself. My bow is fully healed up. To be honest, I think I'm ready to go. Luna, wish me luck. Before I go though, I do think it is important for me to, get myself a nice shield, a proper banner going into battle. I think it's a good thing to have. I want to make this banner pattern right here, which is a flower charge. I need a daisy for that though, so it's a good thing we're by this plains biome. Let's see if I can quickly find a daisy. Ah, I see some. Okay, that was actually really, really easy. Thank goodness, because I did not want to hunt for daisies all day. We got a boss to kill over here. I'm wasting time. Very importantly, I am also going to be putting Unbreaking 3 on my shield. And then it's time to start work crafting my actual banner. So first off, I'm going to be putting in some yellow dye and creating a sunset pattern similar to what I had before, just like that. Then I'm going to make the banner pattern by just holding the flower charge and a piece of paper, like so. And for the color, I'm going to go with a beautiful, fierce red. This is absolutely perfect. It's exactly what I need. Now, all I have to do is put that and my shield together and bam! I think I'm ready to fight a wither. What do you think? Fighting the wither is quite a tough mission to go on. It's not a thing that I've done in a long time, and we've already died once this episode, kind of in a dumb way. I mean, that wither death, let's admit, very preventable. I could have used the blocks in my inventory. I didn't really think about it. I was being really chaotic, and I shouldn't have been. But I'm ready to actually properly take on the wither right now. I have quite a lot of supplies, and I even brought some eggs so I can spawn chickens to potentially get some wither roses. I don't know exactly if that's going to work out. My main objective today is going to be killing the wither and not destroying my entire world by letting a wither loose. Theoretically, this sounds like a pretty reasonable mission, right? All I gotta do is not destroy my world. That's not that big of an ask. But the withers are very strong, and I don't know if I even remember properly how hard it is to take on. Friendly reminder to always make a backup of your world before doing something like this. It'll save your butt. Alright, it seems there's nothing left to do but spawn the wither and hope for the best. This is definitely very, very scary. Of course, it's immediately going for the chickens. Oh no, come back! Oh, cool, there's wither roses. Wait, where's it going? Oi, come back here. Come fight me. I'm your enemy. Yeah, get those healing arrows. I'm doing quite a lot of damage to it, but it's also hurting me. Well, actually, I'm not doing too bad. Okay, I think we can tank a few hits. Oh no, I'm missing quite a lot. What is this? What is this? All right, Mr. Wither. Please be nice to me. I'm out of the special effects arrows. Oh my gosh, its focus is right on me. Oh, I fell in a hole. Wait, there's a spawner in there. What? Okay, quickly gonna drink some regen. Can you let me out, please? It's actually really tough having it directly on me. I'm gonna spawn some chickens and see if I can redirect it. None spawned. Gosh, dude, you're so clingy. Get off me. I need it to go into sword mode. There it goes. Okay. I'm gonna drink a potion of strength. Oh my goodness, this is intense. Oh, instant health, instant health. No, you don't get to kill me. Ha! I did it. Why was that so intense? Oh my gosh. Wowee, look at the terrain. Hey, I'll take some wither roses. Thank you. That was an intense battle. I'm very glad I did it out in the open. The terrain actually doesn't look too bad. I could have fixed this even if I did it at the village. Would have been way more stressful though. This means we have a nether star now, and with this nether star, we can officially create a beacon. Very, very exciting. Excuse me? What? Hello, spiders. You're not even a little bit scary after what I just fought. What's that? Oh, a bat. I'm so used to X-Life mods. Goodness me, okay. I was not expecting this. Golden apples? Oh, these would have come in handy. We may have been a little bit over-prepared, but after today's events, I would rather be over-prepared than under-prepared. Only thing left to do now is fly home and craft up that beacon. Luckily for me, I'm pretty sure I have all of the supplies literally in my original storage room. Yeah, I do. It just takes 3 obsidian, the nether star, and then some glass. Bam! I did it! I have a beacon! Now, the problem is, a beacon requires a base of quite a lot of ores, and I don't have that many ores. We can get started though. Because we have an iron farm, we can obviously do an iron base. I'm not going to be able to do a full base for quite a long time, but this will be a cool start. We'll at least be able to see the beacon in its form. I think that I have the perfect place for this beacon to go, but if you have any suggestions on where we should move it, definitely leave them down in the comments. I'm open to hearing what we should do with this beacon once we're able to get it in full power. I think that this spot right here might just be the perfect place for a beacon. I'm pretty sure the beacon should shine through this dragon egg just fine. Let's test it out. And just like that, please. Yes. Okay, so obviously I'm going to eventually move this beacon down into the ground. I will do some speed mining down there to collect resources, but I don't have a full beacon yet, so we can just have some fun with it for right now. Let's start by just maybe doing some speed. That could be really cool. So now we have speed when we're in this area. That's fun. Eventually, of course, we'll upgrade it to get some super OP stuff, but for right now, that's pretty cool. I have an orange beam shooting out of it at the moment, but of course, we can change this to any color. I'm doing orange for autumn and Halloween, but once the season changes, I'm open to changing it to any color that any of you suggest. That's so cool. You know what? The lighthouse would be an equally good spot for that beacon. I don't mind either spot. It'd be great. With the wither successfully defeated and the beacon in place in my castle, I suppose it's time for some new projects. However, before we can start on anything new, we have some stuff to finish up, so I figure we'll spend the end of this episode doing some odds and ends just around the world, some general little work. We are beginning those odds and ends in the nether. Yeah, it's a mess. It's a whole mess in here. And to be honest, not 100% sure what I'm going to do with it. But I at least know that I really need to get the rest of this ice put down in my pathway, and I need to get the entrances and kind of this all cleared up. So let's start there. A nether hub is something that I've never really had before in my survival worlds, to be honest. I've just never bothered with it. So I think for that reason alone, it would be fun to do maybe a small one at the very least. My original idea here was to have this look like it was lava, but I actually think the full glass in the bottom looks better, and maybe for this top layer right here, we can just make it look like a bridge. I think that would look really good. The other thing is, I think I am really into symmetry with something like this, so I'm going to try to make my entrances symmetrical. At the minute this one's over here, this can be really simple. I'll just have it tuck in and immediately turn straight into the old one. I'm realizing my numbers are pretty off with the original start of this hub, so I'm just gonna simply take down the wall and rethink it, I think. It's not a big deal for me to do this since I didn't really hard commit to anything in the first place. It's been several episodes since I've seen this opened up in this way, and it's made me realize what I'm missing out on. Look at how beautiful this biome is. I mean, I feel like it's a crime to have it buried up. We need to put some windows in whatever we put here, because it has to be safe from ghasts, but it doesn't have to be closed in like a prison. Oh boy, I knew this was gonna happen sooner or later, but please no. I didn't like that. That was stressful. Didn't like that. Nope. Alright, listen, I am painfully aware that this looks pretty much no different than when I started, but this has been 30 minutes of me kind of clearing out this room and figuring out a plan. It's a nice circle shape now, which I really like. I think the portal in the center has quite a lot of potential, and I'm excited to continue in here with some big pillars going up, hollow out the ceiling quite a lot more, get some cool chandeliers in here, and in general just make it a nice working space. This has been a good start, but it has been 30 minutes, so I think we will move on to another area for another 30 minutes. Next up, we have an area that we haven't touched in a little while that never quite got the finishing touches that it deserves. So let's head over and visit Luna now. Ah, the witch's hut. I love it out here, and I think that it is so adorable. The custom tree is definitely helping, but there's a lot more work to be done. Thankfully for me, this netherite hoe that I created has more use than just the farms. It can also be used to farm up all of this amazing fungus, which we definitely need for the Witcher's area. What are you doing? Oh, I see. My AFK platform. Oh my gosh, I'm so silly. My bad. This thing will never work if I leave random blocks out. This is why I haven't really touched this yet. I'm just not good enough at knowing exactly what's possible, and I keep leaving these blocks and then they spawn on it, and So my plan basically is to surround these with some of this netherrack. I can then use bone meal to spread this lovely nylium onto the netherrack. Luckily for me, I have tons and tons of bones, so this should be no problem at all to farm in the overworld. And then all I do is go along each of these fungus and just just grow them. That one tried to suffocate me, and that one is so tall! Okay, very cool. I think I'm going to be able to harvest this so easily. Of course, we definitely have to harvest some normal vanilla mushrooms as well, because these blocks look great. If you're curious as to how I'm collecting these vanilla ones, it's just some simple silk touch. And now that all of this is harvested, I can actually use it around the witch hut to create a nice fantasy look. I'm going to start with building up some mushrooms, doing this with some birch logs. This is a bit of a different block for this, but I think it'll end up looking really good, and it's really cheap to get in survival mode. Gonna basically just build up a big, giant fantasy mushroom up here. Something like that should be perfect. I actually think that's really cute. I'm going to tuck some of these stem blocks into it as well, just to add kind of some polka dots. And of course, in the other neat, definitely some of these lovely shroom lights. And hanging from that, some vines. That is perfect. Now we just need more in some different colors. I think right about here, I'll do a really big blue one. Okay, I'll be the first to admit it's a little bit wonky, but it's got some charm to it, right? I hope. I really hope. For this one, I'm gonna go in with some green wool and add some polka dots that way. I am actually way more into this decorating thing than I thought that I would be. As soon as I started digging in out here, I was like, oh, this is fun. And you can tell that it's real because I have not talked. I've not talked to the camera for 25 minutes of recording. Like, come on, Gem, that's your job. Your job is to make YouTube videos and entertain, but you've not talked, so I don't know how we're meant to do that. It's fine, I'll figure it out in editing. Basically just putting a whole bunch of these rocks around in the forest, making this area very chaotic, to be honest. And I like it. It's meant to be chaotic. I mean, that is very neutral, beautiful, simple. This is chaos, color, all of the things. The witch has really just gone wild out here. Also, I've decided I'd like to decorate with some small mushrooms as well. So on top of everything else, I've added some of these slabs to the trees. And I think that I'd also like to just use some wall blocks here and then maybe on top like that. I don't know if this is gonna look good, but I think it would be kind of cute. Oh, yes. Yes, it's cute. I like it. I have some color options, of course. I also have some diorite walls and some nether brick slabs. Don't know how this is gonna work, but I think it'll be a look. Oh, I have been given far too much power with these blocks. Look at how cute! Oh my gosh. Yes. This is exactly what I wanted. Luna, come here. What do you think, Luna? Oh, Luna. No, this way. This way, sweet little child. Come on. Evidently, Luna does not want to come see my fungi. Despite Luna's objections, I think we've done quite the job with this area. It's looking much more fantasy. Obviously, still needs a bunch of custom trees, and a couple more custom mushrooms would not hurt. But this is a great start, and it has been officially exactly 30 minutes of work. So it's time to go spend 30 minutes in a different area. The next thing that I would like to spend a little bit of time clearing up is actually on this main path. Now, we've spent a lot of time on this main path, but there's two eyesores right here. Did you see them? There's floating trees and this pond that we just never did anything with on either side. It doesn't look good. The floating trees especially don't look good, and I think it's time that we come in and we just clean it up. This is something that I either walk or fly by every single time I'm online. I definitely should have dealt with this by now, but better late than never. I am definitely not the best at terraforming, but I'm gonna do my best to just try and do something here. Maybe a little stream coming down could be cute. I don't know. I feel like it needs something. The key with these ponds is definitely going to be kind of rounding out the shape and just kind of softening the corners a little bit. And this like steep area right here, I'm just going to kind of slowly bring that down. And for this one over here, I think I might either fill it up a little bit or get some type of stream heading down into it. Exploring the idea of a stream first, just because I feel like it's a little bit easier. Alright, let's try this out. Put some water there, and oh yeah! That's actually really cute. I like that. This is so much better than the floating trees. Wow! Okay, now we just sprinkle some leaves around. So this problem did not actually require 30 minutes to fix, but I'm still very glad that I took the time and went ahead and did it because it looks so much better. Even this lower pond, which I didn't do anything super fancy with, is definitely helped by just fixing up that terrain and just slightly cleaning it up. It's way better. Right, well after all of that building, I certainly need a break. Vincent, how are you doing? Still got your axe, I see. Let's go up in the tavern and relax. I feel much better already just hearing Vincent's voice. And that, my friends, is all of the time that I have for this episode. This was really fun. I think going around and doing those little 30-minute jobs is something that we can do to kind of finish up some of the projects in this world, especially in the jungle area where it needs a lot of attention, as well as the nether. As always, if you have any suggestions, definitely leave them down below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.